Welcome to the higH5, where we approach complex topics with the intent to understand and apply what we learn in less than 5 minutes. Welcome to the higH5. This is Caroline Foster. She is the founder of Fit for His Glory. And today we're talking about how the world of fitness, which we are both into, and Jesus collide.
Similar kind of story to you. So I started out, actually the first place I ever worked out was at Curves with my grandmother, which is amazing. Yes. Like I remember in high school, senior year of high school, I was packing on some pounds and mom was like, hey Caroline, like maybe you should start moving, maybe you should walk on the treadmill.
Savage.
So yeah, exactly. And then she's like, why don't you go to Curves with Nana? And so I'm like, okay. And I lost like 15 or 20 pounds there, and the women were great. It was awesome. Like I'd go and work out next to these like grandmas of my friends, and it was amazing. But over time, I kind of graduated from that and started working out with friends who were personal trainers in the rec center, and just kind of progressed from there. And got really into Les Mills classes at Gold's Gym and loved that. But more and more and more, I started to notice this focus from, okay, I need to get healthy, I need to lose weight, to it just became more and more consuming and more about the way that I looked. And so for me, it was just this huge wake-up call. God just worked in my heart through the Daniel Plan book and Made to Crave of like, God made us to crave Him, and a lot of times we try to fill that void with other things, and we try to fill it with looking a certain way or going to the gym and being obsessed with that, just constantly trying to fill it. And so for me, kind of getting to that place of realizing that the fitness industry is just a really dark place, and we have the opportunity as believers to shine light. There is so much body positivity happening right now, and that's a great movement. But the movement needs to ultimately happen in our hearts with our relationships with Jesus, in obedience to Him, walking with Him. And that's where the transformation really happens, not in just making ourselves feel better about the way that we look. And so I've just seen God work in that. And so, so just like you said, like just being able to be a light to people, I run virtual boot camps. And so for me, it's a little bit different because I'm working with women like virtually. I don't necessarily sit down and have coffee with them, but just hearing their stories, I mean, this stuff is so deep rooted, and there's a lot of times a lot more to the situation beyond just like the physical fitness aspect of it. But it's just an opportunity. I think about just in the Bible how often God uses physical examples of spiritual disciplines. And for me, that is what fitness is. It's really an opportunity to be a witness to people and say, oh, you learned that through your health and fitness. Guess what? God can do that in your life. And so it's just really cool to see how He works.
That's awesome. What are some practical ways that you involve and include the Lord in the way that you work out?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's little things, right? Like the music you're listening to. I mean, that's huge. I mean, if you're putting junk into your brain and that's like, I think we don't realize how we like passively hear songs. I know songs that I should not know. Does that make sense? And I'm like, how do I know the words to that song?
Why
like,
am I singing this?
Yes. Like something will come on the radio and I know every single word and I'm like, this is a really terrible song. Yeah. But it just shows how we're taking it in and we're memorizing it without even meaning to. And so as you're working out, like filling your mind with songs that are going to bring positivity and fix your eyes on Him. And then, another big thing is how you dress and how your workout clothes and what do your shirts say? I mean, it sounds silly, but I love, this is like the one shirt that doesn't say a Bible verse on it that I have. But a lot of my workout clothes, they just have truth on them, God's truth on them. And that's awesome because when I'm looking in the mirror, I got God's truth on my shirt. Yes, and I'm supporting another Christian ministry or business. And so it's just full circle. Yeah. And then also just literally praying over and giving it to God. I have a girl on my team right now who just became a coach on my team, and she lost 150 pounds Girl lost 150 pounds. I interviewed her a few weeks ago, and her story is incredible, but she just kept saying she had tried every single diet, she had tried every single plan, but the thing she never did is invite God into it. And she just kept compartmentalizing it. And that's what we try to do. We try to say, Jesus over here, church over here, or Jesus over here, fitness over here. But it's like, hey, God can give you the discipline and the consistency. He's going to lead you, like, pray over what meal plan you should be eating on. Should I be eating on paleo, or should I just be eating clean, or should I be doing that? You know, like, God will reveal what's best for you and your body and your, like, tendencies. And so inviting him into those little bitty details, I think, is obviously prayer is just key to everything in life, but even in your fitness too, you know, so.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.